Introducing Flexible Terms by Parker. Flexible Terms provides you with multiple payback terms that you can choose between for each transaction. This way, you can optimize transactions for extending a payback period, maximizing cash back, or minimizing fees. For example, put some transactions on a 60-day rolling card and others on a 30-day cash back card to get the best of both worlds. Let's see how it works in the Parker app. On the transactions page of your Parker account, you'll see that this credit terms box will say flexible terms. This indicates that your account has access to flexible terms. The second thing you'll notice in the Parker app is when you go to Parker Cards and you go to create a new card, you'll see that one of the options that you need to choose from is what terms a card will be on. So when you create a card, you'll simply name the card. Let's call this cash back card. I'll choose my terms monthly, which you'll see here is optimized for cash back. And let's set a limit. Say $50 is too low. Let's say $15,000 per month. I'm going to add my card. I've just created a 30-day cash back card. You'll see here that in the card, it lists credit terms monthly. Now, whenever I make a transaction that I'd like to get cash back on, I'll just make sure I choose this card. The third thing you'll see in the Parker app related to flexible terms is this filter. You can use this filter just to see which cards you have inside of your Parker app that are on each different terms. You can see here, these are my 30, 60, 90-day cards. These are my rolling 60 cards. And these are my monthly cards. The last piece to show related to flexible terms is billing statements. If you go to the transactions page and you open up statements, you'll see there are these billing statements. If you're to download one of these statements, this is what you'd see. You'd see a billing statement summary along with the terms associated to the billing statement, along with all the transactions associated to the billing statement. The way that billing statements work is that all transactions that have the same due date will share the same billing statement. As you'll see here, the payment due date for this is April 25th. That means the payments to Parker for all transactions on this billing statement are due on April 25th. The second thing you'll see is the terms that apply to this billing statement. You'll see the applicable terms list the terms of all the transactions included in the billing statement. Finally, as part of the transactions, you'll be able to see which terms apply to each transaction. The last thing I'd like to share is a few key points. First, you can't switch terms. This means you cannot switch terms assigned to a Parker card after its creation, or switch terms used for a transaction after making the transaction. Second, there's one credit limit. This means that each set of terms shares the same credit limit on your Parker app. Lastly, shared billing statements. As mentioned, all transactions due in the same date will appear on the same billing statement, regardless of the transaction's term or when the transaction was made. And that's it. Enjoy Flexible Terms by Parker.